I sit and watch the world go by, the soft green grass, the cool blue sky, the sunset like vermilion dye, the whisper of a gentle breeze, as if the world exists to please. What simple times in life are these! The river like a tiny sea, for fishies lay there watching me. Oh, how much better could this be! I lay my head upon the ground, no single cloud in sight or sound. This tale is how that all unwound. A buzzing came in through my ear. What an unpleasant noise to hear! That buzzing sound was getting near. It zips away when flying off, then back again, it's buzzing rough. I'm sick of this, I've had enough. It ruined my serenity, that zipping like it's downed coffee. I'll face it up, I shall not flee. So standing straight I scan the mound by waving both my arms around, until at last that thing is found. And bobbling round me in a ring, that thing seems to be struggling. I see now that it is slowing. And so I glance upon a fly. Was that a wasp? Could be a bee. Let's get a closer look and see. And edging ever closer I hold out my hand towards the sky. I'll catch that bee or wasp or fly. So reaching toward it with my arm, I capture it inside my palm. I'm sure it knows I mean no harm. What creature are you, little guy? Oh, that's a bee, that's not a fly. But it's so small, I wonder why. It could be that he's underfed or far away from home and bed. It's quite a distance he'd have fled. On close inspection he's missing a leg, an arm and half a wing. Impressive that he's still flying. I can't believe I couldn't see it's not a fly, that it's a bee, at least the right phylogeny. Drosophila are rarely found amongst green grass. They like a mound of rubbish, like old fruit that's browned. Whereas Apis mellifera don't live their lives like Diptera. Bees suck on colourful flora. Whilst prodding him about a bit, I find he doesn't need to sit. I think that bee could well be fit. I've had enough now of the bee. Although he still fascinates me, I'm happy just to set him free. Release the bee that's not a fly. Go off into that big blue sky. He's acting not a little sly. And suddenly he's in a race. He's flying right towards my face. He stings me like I'm sprayed with mace. Has stung me right inside my eye. Forsake that bee that's not a fly. I'm glad he'll bubble off to die. What did I do to deserve this? And after I was in such bliss, I only took him in my fist. But why'd he hit me with his sting? Just 'cause I found him interesting. I suppose he could be panicking. I took away his liberty. I stored him, scored him heavily. I scared him acting angrily. I realized that it was me that hurt the fly that was a bee by waving so frenetically. His wing I must have clipped and fell. When he was wronged I couldn't tell. Thought we were getting on so well. How could I make such a mistake that leaves me with my eye to ache? Punishment for the life I take. But when my sight returns to me with no more animals to see, I see things rather differently. Not a fly, a wasp or bee in sight. No flocks of birds aloft in flight. I'll change my life to set things right. The future, if I have my way, where sheep are graze and cows are lay, I hope I'll see it true one day, when sun has set and then the moon glistens off a fresh cocoon. As tree and fawn are waking soon. It's night time now and gone to bed. The bear and birds and chicks need fed. Nocturnal souls animated. I lay my head upon the ground to hear that distant cawing sound. And life that's buzzing all around. The river flashing silvery. The fishies still there watching me, guarding the world's brand new decree. An owl's wing cutting air with ease. The brush of ants across my knees. What simple times in life are these! So now I sit and watch the world go by. The rustling rats, the birds that fly, are beauty to an old man's eye.